All right. Well, here we are again. Welcome. G'day. I'm Keeonra from Keeonra Music. Welcome to another live stream. Part 3. I don't know whether this 3-part series in a week's working or not. Look, let me know in the description comment thingies, clicky bits below, if this is working for you or not. Help guide this channel. It's okay. I'm open to suggestions. If you don't know who I am an interesting person. Let's leave it at that. No, I'm a beginner composer and beginner music singer-songwriter. And hello, Roque. Thank you for joining me. If you do join me live in the chat, please say g'day if you wish. As you might have been able to tell, I do have an Australian accent and it is a real ripper. I live in Perth, Western Australia, and I'm here just to make some music and give this a go because why not? And hey, Ashley HM. Eurovision, I missed it. There you go. Oh, look, Roque, you can make it to Sundays. Well, there you go. See, that works. Awesome. I have to keep the Sunday show now just for Roque and Ashley HM. Anywho, welcome. I'm predominantly a classical singer. Got a home studio up last year, messing around with it. Thought, I might be able to, make this a professional gig. So I'm learning lots. And guess what? You can tell others, because it's really cool. Think Space Education have just released a new course, a short course. It is discounted at the moment because it's new. How to write trailer music. How cool is that? So, yes, I'm signed up and I'll let you know how that goes. So I'm looking forward to, I'm going to start it tomorrow. I haven't started on the weekend yet because I've been doing some music about penguins. So let's have a look at that, shall we? Guess what? I haven't done very much because it also happens to be the weekend open for the beta version of Diablo 4. I mean, how else do you spend Mother's Day weekend other than playing Diablo 4 with your hubby and kids? Anywho, so I haven't done too much for the dear old penguins here. Let's continue the penguins. Now, this is a video clip from the QTube. Link is in the description below. I'm writing this. I actually, yes, Roque, Guy Mitchell Moore does actually rock, and part of being a part of the course is you get, it's not open to the public, only students are allowed to get access to it. You get access to a Discord server, and Guy listened to one of the pieces of my music and I was like, oh, how special is that? And gave me some feedback and having a fan moment. Oh my goodness. So, oh look, that is just amazing. Ashley HM, thank you so much for that. To think that I inspire other people to make music, and look, my music is loosely termed music, but to make music, that means the world to me. It really, really does, because that's what it's all about, is just doing stuff that, you can do and you have a great time with, because music is something that should bring us joy. Bring us happiness, enhance the emotions we're going through and stuff. Anywho, to the penguins. Let's have a look. So we've got the video up here. I haven't done a lot. It's only been the last hour or so. And it's due, my time in Perth, it's due at 2 a.m. like in the next few hours. So I've only got 7:30 now, carry the 4. So I've got just over 6 hours. It's going to be a long night, but that's okay. I've done it before. I can do it again. I used to do that when I studied at uni, do all-nighters and things. Let's listen to what I've got so far. It's not great, just be warned, but let's have a look and a listen. I've done about half of it now.
In one of the harshest environments on Earth, adaptation is essential for survival. These are Adelie penguins, a species native to the icy waters of the Southern Ocean. Despite living in one of the harshest environments on Earth, Adelie penguins are highly adapted to life in the cold. Penguins have a layer of insulating feathers that help them stay warm in snow and freezing water. They also have a layer of fat under their skin, called blubber, that helps them conserve heat.
And that's as far as we've gotten. So it is a piece of music that goes for nearly 3 minutes. We're not even halfway. We can do this. So, basic chords on the augmented strings. I choose augmented strings for the swells, which sound really lovely. I've got the augmented grand piano, which sounds really nice. It's okay. I've got the augmented strings, tremolo strings for the middle bit. I've introduced the 8DIO Claire flute, which I absolutely think is gorgeous, and a bit of a marimba. The spotting sheet said to do things that are playful and all that sort of stuff, so I'm trying to do that. I've sort of come up with little motifs and things, sort of things. So, you know, it's just keeping it really simple. Not a lot there, just to really enhance things. So, yes, major keys are happy mood. Yes, this is all major keys, all very happy.
Penguins have a layer of insulating feathers that help them stay warm in snow and freezing water. They also have a layer of fat under their skin, called blubber, that helps them conserve heat.
So I've got sort of this bit of a motif going. Yeah, it sounds really playful, like little playful penguins, because they're cute and stuff. So thinking about doing that, I think that's the sort of motif that I'm going to try and keep. So in this next bit, it's all about being skilled hunters. So when we look at this, it's not that track, it's that track. So I think it's the so yeah, so these are my notes here. So build something that is new but lower registry for the skilled hunter part. So what I want to do is have something that is like a counter melody to the previous playful melody. And I've got this snap to events again. I'm not using the metronome or the click track. I'm going to the film as much as possible and just going with the rhythm of the film. So, which I think is harder, but you know, I'm up for the challenge. Let's see how we go. Let's see. I'm thinking there's tension strings, which I think could work. Like they're almost like a tremolo sort of thing. But I don't know whether I'll use them now. Not sure. I think this one might work better. Or we want lower, so building, so a similar motif to lower augmented voices would work. Let's see what the picture sort of indicates to us.
Adelie penguins are skilled hunters, preying on a variety of fish. They can dive to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time. Okay. So it's
there's not a lot there to sort of indicate what to do. So other than our notes of build to a new sort of theme, a bit lower, and then something similar to 7 and 8, and then to silence, and then build ice to warmth plus drive. I can't even understand my own notes, but that's okay. We'll just go with it. And I think the quiet mms, the augmented voices might work well here. So the motif is, I'll play it. And I did put the Creative Toolbox piano in, so I could even play just a simple piano. So the motif goes something like this. It's really simple. So if we use that, but build on it as a sort of counter melody to that, we could have something like something like that. That kind of worked. Why didn't I hit record? No, that's okay.
Adelie penguins are skilled hunters, preying on a variety of fish.
So there you go. That kind of worked, sort of. And then that can be used, I think, underneath. Underneath the sea. Let's have a look here. Let's move that there. This is why I have 2 monitors. It's really hard working with 1 monitor when I do this. Like, oh, where did it all go? There it is. Okay. So I don't know if this is 100% correct. Let's go with it.
Heat.
So that really needs to start there. So let's do that. Let's build that to there. Okay.
Adelie penguins are skilled hunters, preying on a variety of fish. They can dive.
And then what we'll do is we might bring them up closer, I think. So we've got... Actually, no, I'm going to leave that because I'm going to bring in the same...
Adelie penguins are skilled hunters, preying on a variety of fish.
That kind of works. So what they're looking at is something that is 7 and 8, but building on it. And I think this works as part of that with the piano. So we don't want the marimba. So we're looking at doing that, but we're looking at doing that. And we want that at bar, 39 and a bit. 39 and a bit. There we go. So Let's make that a bit smaller. Down a bit. Make that a bit bigger. No, I can't see. There we go. All right, so it's just that little bit there that I want to copy and take over to where we've got that, or where we've got, no, where we've got 7 and 8. No, that's right. Build new lower and then 7 and 8 to silence. So we want that there. There's method in my madness. Bear with me. It's all going to work out. Trust me. What could possibly go wrong?
They can dive to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time.
Right, so we can cut some of that and then start it again, so that works. Yes, actually, HM, it's sounding okay. How long have I had this piece to do? Well, 2 weeks, actually. The challenge started 2 weeks ago, but I was working on whatever I was working on last. What was I working on last? I can't even remember now. Oh, that's so sad. The thing with stuff. The other one. Oh, yes, the song that I did the vocals for, that's right, which I eventually will do a better version. I might even re-record the vocals. They were almost clipping and stuff, so I need practice at that, but that's okay. Practice makes progress, as Pete John says. So I need to get better at that, and I'm okay with that. So, yes, I was doing that other song, and a lot of other people were working on this, and I could have worked on this too, but I focus one thing only with the rest of my life, so it's okay. Now, that kind of works, but this needs to go to a silence by the end of it.
They can dive to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time.
So that needs to come off there. But what I want to do is to then copy that again. So that needs to go to silence. Yep. So from there, delete it, and then maybe start it. Always start the music just after the bit of film. Actually, and I might start on the bar line there. Let's see how that works. Okay, that's that bit done. Now what I want to do is I want to copy this across to there because we're building on it. And that's the theme from there, 7 and 8. But again, we need to go to silence at that bit. Yeah, I like having deadlines. Otherwise, I just keep blundering along. Even if I set myself some sort of deadlines or goals. So fill the gaps with the motifs. Yeah, I know. They're a little bit misaligned at the moment with the voiceover. So I'm just trying to get the bare bones and get the feel for the bits of the music and get the building blocks. And then we'll put it sort of in between. So yeah, there's a lot still to do with this, and we've got just over 6 hours. It's fine. No, 6, 4, 5, yeah, 6 hours to go. It's fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Can we do it? Yes, we can. And this stream finishes in just over half an hour. So then I'll have 5 hours after that. It'll be great. It'll be good and stuff. Roke saying okay to me. Oh, bless you, Roke. You have every faith in me. I wouldn't. Not at all. Now, what was I doing? I can't even remember now. Right. So that we did. We copied that bit. But what I want to do is actually I could do this easier. Can we do that? We can do that. And then do that. I don't, as I say, Roke, I don't know if it'll work. But that's supposed to build ice to warmth and drive. So we've got to do something. Let's have a listen to what we've got thus far in those little bits.
Penguins have a layer of insulating feathers that help them stay warm in snow and freezing water. They also have a layer of fat under their skin, called blubber, that helps them conserve heat. Adelie penguins are skilled hunters, preying on a variety of fish. They can dive to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies.
That doesn't work. Delete. Yes, the grid can be your friend and your enemy in this instance, can't it? It's challenging working without the tempo. It really is. But I think you do get that sense of being able to put the motifs in between the narrative, the narrator talking. So, and having more, just more of the support underneath. What did I just delete and where? So it's from there. So it's from section 7. So what I want to do is, let's go with that.
They can dive to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time. In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies to mate and raise their young.
And then we go, that's not too bad. That's just something nice underneath. I think we can, from that point, we might be able to reuse this bit. Let's see if we can reuse that bit. It's just some simple chords. I'm going to, yeah, the soft arpeggios do work well. Needs just a little bit more warmth, I think, in the lower register perhaps. So that works well at that point. Let's see if that actually does work.
In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies to mate and raise their young.
Right, so that's the wrong chords completely. So that's okay. What we'll do is I'm going to bring this over to here because that's a lot easier to deal with, and we'll take that over there. I'm working with 2 screens in the background, so I'll try and show you as much as I can. I need to see that as well. So let's see if we can bring that up. So we've got these chords, and I think let's play this. Totally the wrong chords. What's that? That's a D, that's why. And then we've got that probably needs to go. Let's see if that can go down an octave. And then we've got the C, that up to the D, and let's see if that works.
In the breeding season,
A little bit of dissonance there, it's not bad.
In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies to mate and raise their young.
I think that works. Let's go with it. Let's bring on the penguins. Bring on the penguins, I say.
Preying on a variety of fish. They can dive to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time. In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies to mate and raise their young.
I think maybe take the arpeggios out there. So we just have the chords maybe. Let's mute that and hear that? Question mark.
In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies to mate and raise their young.
Yeah, I think that works. Yeah. I think, did I resolve to C? No, resolve to D. No, resolve to G. No, resolve to C. First inversion. Did I? Third inversion. There's an inversion there somewhere. With the choir. Yes. So it should... So what we should do is... Nope. What did I just do? Copy, paste, and then down. There we go. Yeah. That should be... That's a G, that's a C, that's a G, and that's a C. So we've got just the fifths. We could add an E in there for, you know, bit of why not? Why not? Make it a bit nicer. It always goes to the high velocity. We don't want it to. Chop it off. There we go.
To mate and raise their young.
Even quieter still. Here we go. So that, I think, will work better than having Where do we want the... Right, so from there, we don't want the arpeggios. Mute. Just in case I change my mind. I do that from time to time. Okay, so... we're getting there in minute 37. We're further along than we were before, so that's a good thing. Let's try this.
Penguins have a layer of insulating feathers that help them stay warm in snow and freezing water. They also have a layer of fat under their skin, called blubber, that helps them conserve heat. Adelie penguins are skilled hunters, preying on a variety of fish. They can dive to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time.
I'll bring the volumes right down with all of this too, I think. I want to be able to hear the narrator and be more gentle.
In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies to mate and raise their young.
Ah, yes, we've resolved to the sea. You are correct, as always, Roke. Thank you. But yeah, I would have gotten there eventually. Probably an hour and or two going, what's wrong with that chord? So, no, I'm getting better. I'm actually going to do a chords course. See, I'm all about education and learning. Through Pianote is the other one that I do courses through. So I'm learning the piano through Pianote, Pianote. And they have so much there, and it's a great way of learning the piano. And that's really helping me with building chords, understanding chords, and working with, music theory, learning more music theory and stuff, which is very, very helpful stuff when you're creating music. Now, I'm going to save this before I go any further because, that is the best thing to do. And we want to go into something with more rhythm now. Let's choose another instrument, shall we? I can't even remember what we chose last week. There we go. I knew I had something like this for the rhythm bit. So let's watch the bit of film we've got. It's only for a few seconds. More rhythm.
The male penguins build nests out of rocks
And subtle build-up.
and defend their territory against intruders.
So, more rhythm, subtle build-up. Okay. So this is where I'm thinking we could bring this sort of thing in because I don't want to have too much different tunes and melodies and that sort of thing across the thing. It's all got to tie in together. So let's see if we can bring that in a little bit here.
The male penguins build nests out of rocks and defend their territory.
No, that doesn't work. But I'm thinking one chord at a time, one note at a time, might. So we could bring in a little bit of heavy metal there against the intruders coming into their nests. Yes, that could work. Absolutely. But just something, I think, something like that, something simple. Let's record it, and if it's no good, we'll just delete it. Hey.
The male penguins build nests out of rocks and defend.
Let's get rid of that. I'm not happy with that at all because I started on the wrong note. Something like that.
The male penguins build nests out of rocks and defend their territory against intruders.
And then we want something winding down. I'm not happy with that either. My muse has left me. See, I had a muse a week or so ago. Kept me awake at night. Wrote a whole song in 4 days. That was great. I'd like it back again. It's abandoned me. All my creativity has been spent, apparently. Does anyone else have that issue? It's like you go days where you just go mad and go crazy, writing all this music and being so creative, and then nothing. Just no. Nothing. Just nothing. But penguins, we have penguins. So let's continue with penguins. Let's do stuff with things with penguins. And I don't know what I'm doing. No. Okay. I think this will work. Got more rhythm, subtle build. So the other thing is we could have piano. We could just have, or we could have something like a little bit of this. No, it doesn't work either. Not piano like that. It just needs tremolo. No, it needs something. I think. I think we might go back to the marimbas. Yeah, that's too happy though. We use that for the happy bit. What's an instrument we can use for an angry? Ah, that's right. The horns. I knew I had something here. How about lower? Yes, angry horns. Here we go. There we go, and that can have the same sort of rhythm, motif, listening, bit of, you know what I mean. Okay, all right. So here we go. If we're going to do this, we want to go from cute penguins to okay, low horns and a minor key. Ooh, pushing the limits of my music theory now. Well, you're just angry horns, yeah. I like the picture of the goat. All right. So, okay. All right. You're working with me now. I can hear you. I can hear what you're saying now. Okay. So if we're going with, we started in the easy key of C major. They're all the white ones, which is really cool. So now we're going to A minor because it's still in the relative key of C major. See how I did that? So if we did that, Yeah, see, it just still sounds too happy, doesn't it? And I don't want to change keys because then my brain has to work and stuff. Bring on the goat. Okay, no, let's. Oh, that's why. See, once you get into the part, it starts becoming funny again. You don't want to do that. I feel like I need a beer stein or something. No. Anyway. Okay, so would that be too hard to play? I haven't played any brass. Well, not for many, many years. Used to mess around with my cousin's trumpet, and that's not a euphemism. If we take that down to a low C pedal, you reckon? And then something with rhythm over the top, perhaps. Rammstein. Bierstein. Yes. Oh, that sounds too weird. Look, I'm open to my muse. Let's see how the muse does. I mean, then we can blame the muse. It's nothing to do with me.
The male penguins build nests out of rocks and defend their territory against intruders. The females lay a single egg, which both parents take turns incubating and protecting until it hatches. And the circle...
Whatever I did there, it works. Augmentation. That's a big word for this time of night, and it's a Sunday too. Slow down the motif if you don't want to change it. It's called augmentation. Well, I think that's kind of what I did there. See, the muse. Trust the muse. Trust the muse, my friends. I think that kind of worked. I think it needs something over the top of that, but I think that's a good basis to start with. Trust me. Why wouldn't you trust this phase to create wonderful music with? Let's have a listen, because who knows? It kind of, yeah, I know. I'm going to save it because, you know, technology. Let's see how let's ask the penguins. Hello, Mr. Penguins. Do you like this piece of music?
The male penguins build nests out of rocks and defend their territory against intruders. The females lay a single egg, which both parents take turns incubating and protecting until it hatches. And the circle of life continues.
Look, that is okay-ish. Low intense instruments, so that kind of flows from the previous bit. We can bring in maybe a little bit of that again, or maybe just something similar in low strings, because I think I've got some low strings there. Could do maybe that similar motif again. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's work with that and see if we can do that. I'm doing lots of copying and pasting here, you can tell. Ice frost low, and what we want is, if there's no thingy there, draw a thingy in like that. Here's one I prepared earlier, and then, oh, hang on, I need, yep, no, it's fine. And then I just go paste.
And the circle of life continues.
Oh, it was not quite. That'll do.
And the circle of life continues.
And then we have something towards the end. Well, look at us go, team. Team Keeonra. You can join my team. Team Keeonra with Ray Kay and Ashley. Look, we've gotten a fair bit done because that's way more than I had earlier today. Well, it was Mother's Day too today, you see, and I am a mum. Apparently, so I've been told. No, I was there at the time. No, I was. But yes, so I have a couple of wonderful children, and we've been busy today. As I said, you know, Diablo 4 was available on beta to be tried out, so we had to do that, of course. So I haven't done a lot of music, and we've now got less than 6 hours. About 5.5 hours before this needs to be submitted. The reason why there's a deadline is that if you create something, music, oh, thank you. Thank you for Happy Mother's Day wishes, Roque. Appreciate that. If you submit something by the deadline, which is 2 a.m. my time, it's I think something or other British Standard Time. You'd have to look at the linky bits that I'd put in the description below. You can still do it. There's 5 and a bit hours to go. It's fine. It's only 3 minutes of music. Get to it. You'll be fine. Are you celebrating October? Yeah, I think different countries celebrate Mother's and Father's Days and things like that at different times throughout the year, which is great. As I say to my family, every day is Mother's Day. I don't mean to say it in a slightly evil way. It just comes across that way. So anyway, I've been saying lots of ums here because I really don't know what to do with this music now. I do know that I think the flute again at the end. Here we go. So I do, maybe because I too am a flautist, not a very good one. I did have some flute lessons and my dad did buy me my flute, which is I don't think it's a very good one, but it's more sentimental than anything. But I might bring that in towards the end here. Maybe there. Yeah, I've got no time for anything really, but you know, squeeze in what you can when you can. That sounds a bit weird, but as far as having fun, life should be fun and interesting. That's what I say. At the moment, this is all a bit of a I love that little thingy. Which is lovely, but we need, if we can bring that into longer notes, I'm thinking. So it's the same notes. There's a lot happening in my house if you can hear things in the background. Yes, my studio is a home studio. There's more home than studio today, but anyway. I think if I use the same notes, then I'll spread that out, I think. So it's just to see. So what I want to do is do something like that. That makes sense. But then that needs to be, they need to be all brought over. What I'll do is I'll move that up an octave just for reference. And then what I want to do is bring that maybe shorten all of those just a little bit more, just to bring more room up, because I think I know what I want to do. Actually, no, I think we've got plenty of room, actually, because it goes all the way out to there, but it fades to black before that. Okay, doko. So we want to finish it about there, at bar 87. Keep that in mind, folks. We're up to bar 87. We're up to the end. Look at us go with the end and stuff. Then go to there, go to there, go to there. And then we want to make these a bit longer to appear as though it's slowing right down. Because this has got a lovely reverb on it when it's long. But we want to be mindful that flautist needs to have breaths. Yes, that is correct. Breaths. Roll the R's. Let's listen to that, but let's be mindful that we'll probably have to put a break in there, because otherwise we'd have a flautist going blue in the face. Let's go from there.
And the circle of life continues.
I think this needs to be changed a bit. It doesn't work well with that instrumentation. That trying to do the short notes just doesn't work. Right, so that can be brought in about there, I think. I'm thinking, and I don't mind that little bit, just like that. Let's see if that completely breaks everything and ruins it all. That just sounds awful, really, doesn't it? You gotta wonder, what was I thinking? No. No. See, I've going to a class run by Guy Mitchell-Moore. All I keep thinking of are his sunglasses of doubt, and I should be wearing them. I think there's agreement around the world that he needs to sell T-shirts with a zebra on it, wearing the sunglasses of doubt. Anywho, I'd buy that. I'd buy that. I definitely would. We need to do something else, because that's just not working.
And the circle of life continues.
That sort of pattern works. I know what we can do. Let's go back to the start and begin where you came in, hey? No, back to the start.
In one of the harshest environments on Earth, Adaptation is essential for survival.
Yeah, it's that nice piano again. Oh, I love that so much. It is just one of my favourite instruments. It's hard when you, I don't know about you, but when you find an instrument that sounds so good, do you struggle with like trying not to use it in everything? It's just, I want to use it in everything. So I'm thinking, hopefully, not sure. Oh, yes. Ah, yes. Look, if all I do is nail the beginning and the end, the middle bit can be absolute poo-poo. I'm okay with that. That works. How do I do that? I have no idea, but I'm okay with that. See, look, a little bit of doing these courses and stuff, I could actually make real music. This music wants to be real music when it grows up one day. Ah. Look, it's and I don't know how others do it, but I find my workflow or process is to do all this in Cubase and then to, of course, save it. Let's do that, shall we? Let's save. And then to mix it, to master it, and then I have a WAV file, and then I put the WAV file with the original video into a video editing software. I'm sure many are similar. Mine of choice and preference, it's what works for me. You use what works for you. Again, not sponsored by anyone, but I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Is that right? I don't know what I use now. Yes, Adobe Premiere. And that works for me. I just line the two up and I make sure it's all good. It comes out a better quality, I find, than exporting a video file, an MP4 file from Cubase. Just saying. But that's okay. I've done it both ways, and I think my preference, I think, is to put it into Premiere Pro. But anyway, I think we're done here. Well, we're definitely done here as far as the stream's concerned. We've been going an hour now. So look, I'm going to play this from the start, but please be mindful that the middle bits are all over the place. And look, there's penguins doing all sorts of weird and wonderful things. So who knows how this is going to actually end up. Yeah, I like the programs too, actually. They're really, really good, aren't they? But each to their own, and I get that, and I understand it because some come with a cost. Not come with a cost. So yeah, let's have a look at the penguins and see how we go. I have 5.5 hours to finish this, mix it, master it, put it with a video, put it up to YouTube, and submit the form to the QTube before 2 a.m. my time. Can I do it? Well, if you've liked this live stream and all that sort of stuff, do the clicky bits below. While you're down there, you can subscribe and ring the cowbell. It's not really a cowbell, but it should be. There should be always more cowbell. And do that, and you'll see that if you get notified that I've finished and there's a thing, you'll be able to hear the final version, which could be completely different to this, except for maybe the beginning and the end. Who knows what'll happen in the middle bit, but there'll be penguins. So on that happy note, until then and a bit more, I will say farewell to you all. Take care. Have a good week. And look, speaking of Guy Mitchell more, I'm not doing anything more for the QTube for a little bit because I don't think there's anything major going on there for a while, so let's just leave that one. A more relaxing one is going to be, I have been wanting to for a long time. Guy Mitchell Moore actually did one of his videos on the birds in the park and stuff, and made a video, and I'll have all the linky bits and the clicky bits and the below bits for you for next week, and we can have a look at making music with the birds and practice to that one, which will be different again. It's nice to do things differently, and I might be able to tell you about this course if I get time to do some of it. It's been full show today. Look, thank you to Ray Kay and Ashley for joining me, and anyone else who has joined me and hasn't said hello. It's okay. It's your choice. So on that happy note, until then a bit more. I think I've already said that. All right, I'm going now, and I'm going to get rid of me, and I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to just go, oh, I've gone. There we go. And you can listen to this with all the penguins, and I'll see you next week.
In one of the harshest environments on Earth, adaptation is essential for survival. These are Adelie penguins, a species native to the icy waters of the Southern Ocean. Despite living in one of the harshest environments on Earth, Adelie penguins are highly adapted to life in the cold. Penguins have a layer of insulating feathers that help them stay warm in snow and freezing water. They also have a layer of fat under their skin, called blubber, that helps them conserve heat. Adelie penguins are skilled hunters, preying on a variety of fish. They can dive to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time. In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies to mate and raise their young. The male penguins build nests out of rocks and defend their territory against intruders. The females lay a single egg, which both parents take turns incubating and protecting until it hatches, and the circle of life continues.